Music Nigeria, the non-profit behind World Music Day in the country, is celebrating its 10th anniversary with a renewed emphasis on empowering artists beyond performance. Two-day event started on Friday at Alliance Francaise, Lagos, with a music business conference titled The Artist Blueprint, Craft, Clarity and Career. It will tackle key industry areas, including streaming, publishing, branding and music law through panels, workshops and a masterclass featuring a catalogue review by A&R professionals, equipping emerging creatives with the tools for sustainable careers. The conference began in 2019 after several years of seeing talented performers struggle to achieve real growth. Realization of success depends as much on understanding the business of music as talent. And of course, joining us now for a chat about the two-day event, which starts on Friday with a music business conference in Lagos, is Marc, Director, Alliance Francaise in Lagos. Good to have you with us, Marc.
Thank you very much.
All right, so, generally, why should we celebrate World Music Day and what is the significance before we go into the nitty-gritty of the conference?
Well, why? Actually, we're celebrating International Music Day since the 80s. It started in France, and then it became something like a world celebration. So every year, the 21st of June, we are celebrating this special day, which is also the longest day in France, actually, and in Europe. So it started in France. In France, with the idea was to promote music. Musicians, but not only musicians, also technicians, all the music lovers, and by celebrating the music through performances, and also to encourage people to make music, to play instruments. So with the years, this celebration became huge, and it became also celebrated all around the world. So, which is the case also in Nigeria, and you've got so many talents here. So we need really to celebrate this special day, this unique day for and with Nigerians.
Interesting. I recall the performance by some French musicians for the President, Emmanuel Macron,
exactly.
The other day, and how he was really vibing to the music. I'd like to know what the, two-day event you had was about, and also what role does Alliance Francaise play in facilitating collaboration between French and Nigerian artists, and also when it comes to cultural inclusion?
All right, so Alliance Francaise Lagos does exist for more than 60 years now. And we are doing make music not only in Lagos, but also in all Nigeria. In Lagos, we are not doing this alone. We are doing this celebration together with Make Music Lagos, which is an NGO, a Nigerian NGO, with who we're working with for several years now. And we are celebrating the 10th anniversary of Make Music in Lagos this year, so it's a special day for us. And we are doing this together also with partners, such as, for example, French Embassy in Nigeria. This year, French Embassy in Nigeria is helping us a lot in terms of fundings. But we're working also with a lot of partners, a lot of music lovers, and we are trying also to create bridges in Africa by bringing also African talents in Nigeria. So this year we will bring an Ivorian DJ, a female one. She's coming from Abidjan. She arrived yesterday, and she will make a DJ set for the first time in Nigeria. The idea through that is to create connections, musicians, technicians, artists, to be able to work together, to connect together, this with confirmed artists, but also with emerging talents. The idea of Make Music Lagos is really to have a kind of a combo associating confirmed and young talents.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand how you break that barrier when it comes to language, when it comes to culture. How do you merge, the cultural?
It's pretty easy, actually. Okay. Music is an international language. You don't need to speak French, actually. You need to play music. You need to express yourself, and through music you can reach, audiences. Which is the case with Nigerian artists. They are famous all over the world. Every time that I'm coming back to France, I'm always very surprised by, the fact that you can listen, even in a small village, big Nigerian artists such as Burna Boy, Wizkid, the people are really, are enjoying, Nigerian music. Last time, for example, that Burna Boy has been in France, it was 40,000 people to come at his concert. It's a huge success. And so it's by music you can learn a lot of things. Speaking about Nigeria, for example, now you've got, for example, the young generation who is starting to speak also Pidgin in France.
Oh,
became famous. It's very interesting, actually. So through music,
can you speak Pidgin?
Well, some words, depends.
Okay, Marc, since inception of 10 years of this conference, so what has been the response? You just mentioned some of the artists pulling a lot of crowds, but generally in terms of, from a global perspective, what has been the response of not only the musicians themselves, other stakeholders and, generally the public?
Well, different responses. Actually, the success is with the crowd, actually. We're getting more and more people to come to Fête de la Musique. Actually, Fête de la Musique we're not celebrating Fête de la Musique only the 21st of June in Nigeria. We're trying to make a plan through the year by doing also live shows, by doing music conferences, by creating like these connections and Nigerians to be more sensibilized to also the music industry, and especially with a special focus to the live performances, because we noticed that there is a kind of lack of live music in Lagos. So Lagos is big, more than 20 million of people here, but actually you don't have so many venues.
Yes.
So by this, we're trying to encourage also the communities, technicians, artists, musicians, the audience, to have more and more events and to participate in a way to build up this industry.
Now, how would you describe Alliance Francaise support when it comes to the next generation of musicians? And we know that when it comes to music, Nigeria is, topping the charts.
Exactly.
I didn't mean to boast, but, but when it comes to supporting these upcoming artists, not just through performances, education, training, and also, ensuring that they get all the global exposure that they need, what role is Alliance Francaise playing?
Alliance Francaise has a role in, encouraging, supporting by doing events during all the year. For example, last year we organized something like 320 events at Alliance Francaise Lagos, which is massive. So by this, we're organizing, shows, we're organizing workshops, we're organizing panels, conferences, residencies, and so on. So the idea is through that is really to be able to support artists, and then artists will fly by their way. So which is the case, for example, more than 20 years ago with Asha. Asha has been discovered at Alliance Francaise Lagos, for example. And so this is a little bit our part. But then, Nigerians are very well connected. So it's not a big problem for them. The important thing is the first steps, to be able to go on stage.
Very good. And on that note, because we're almost short of time now, Marc Brebant, Director, Alliance Francaise Lagos, would like to thank you very much for your thoughts on those issues. Good to have you with us.
Thank you.